Hello there and welcome to your pick a card reading. I'm Violetann Tarot and I am a psychic medium. I've been doing tarot professionally since 2019 and I've started reading when I was 8 years old. So I'm happy to come and give you a reading today. So we're going to go into your pick a card reading now. So we're going to go into the pile selection and we're just going to go through all the charms first, just to give you an idea which one you're going to resonate with and give a little bit of extra additional detail. So do listen to each pile before you select, and we're going to go through them one by one. So with the number 19, this really kind of represents here that you are a start of a new beginning. You are embracing a new beginning as you do start to kind of get onto that path of one phase ending or one phase beginning. Understand that it is important for you to listen to the messages and trust your path as you embrace those new opportunities, because as one door closes, another one is opening for you, and that's kind of really helping you create some new spiritual growth. So for your first charm here though, we've got a little key, and again it's got a pentacle on it, and that's really symbolizing the fact that you are protected this time as you start to unlock those doors, as you start to head towards fulfillment. You are kind of taken care of, you are protected. And with the milk sweet here, it's almost like you are kind of maturing, you're kind of growing up, and you're getting that kind of spiritual milk, should I say, to kind of help to kind of grow you and help you to kind of get stronger in yourself. With a lovely orange crystal here, we've actually got a bit of quartz crystal coming through. So although that there is this element here of you're embracing your passion, you are needing to do some cleansing out this time as well, to release the old and let in the new. And as we see here for the letters as well, we've got this blank slate here, this blank one here, and we've got V. So some of you might have had a bit of a vendetta, or might even be dealing with somebody whose name is Victoria or begins with a V. But what I found significant really about this is when you're having the blank slate here, it's almost like this mentality of, you know what, the slate is being wiped clean. I'm starting to have a new beginning. I'm starting to have a clean slate. I'm starting to kind of remove all that is not serving me out of my life and actually pushing forward towards something new. So, and for the next pile here, we've got, which is pile 2, we've got number 10 to begin with. So this really symbolizes personal power and the new beginnings and completion of a new start for you, and how that divine forces are in play to kind of help you to trust your intuition and help you to kind of feel inspired as well. So do definitely kind of embrace optimistic thoughts and cycles, and allow yourself to be more confident at this time, because it's really going to guide you to be that stronger person, to be a stronger sense of self. Especially with the little black angel here. With the black angel as well, it's obsidian. So, when we kind of talk about that, we talk about cleansing. So there is an element here of cleansing out, being cleansed by the divine. And we've also got, again, another set of wings down here, which is just a set of wings charms. That's really kind of giving you that clarity. We've got here the bubble tea. We've got a little bit slices of kiwi in. Some of you, this is like literally having to get more vitamins and minerals in your life. For those of you, this is more about, like, with the citrus, you have this kind of cleansingness again. But I feel like more than anything, this is meant to kind of inspire fun into your life, and inspire enjoyment in your life, because I feel like it has been lacking over the last few weeks at least. And as for the letters, we've got M and R, we've got 3 and 1. So with this, I immediately am getting drawn to Mr. And it's almost like you're having to deal with somebody who wants to be in charge, wants to kind of control the situation. You're having to get to a point where you're strong enough to say no and strong enough to walk away from this. So you're not having to put up with somebody else's bad behaviours or somebody else's insulting behaviours, which I feel like is kind of causing a little bit of an issue here for you, because they're kind of behaving badly, because they're not really focused on how it's going to affect you. Down here we have got pile 3, and this is number 11. So many of you know, like 1111 or 11 is a master number. It represents intuition, enlightenment, spiritual awakening, and generally just kind of focusing on your own awakening, focusing on your own connection to spirit. So it is important this time to kind of realize, you know what? I am starting to connect to spirit on a deeper level. I'm starting to connect in a deeper way. And just pay attention to those thoughts, because sometimes our thoughts can become reality quite quickly. So if you don't kind of focus on how you are feeling or how you're thinking, it can kind of spiral a little bit and drag you down. But as for like the charms here, we've got this little cube, which I always think it looks like a D&D gelatinous cube that kind of just melts everything. Then we got like a sweetie here. So there's definitely this kindness and sweetness to the other person, to the other people involved. And it's almost like you're kind of not ready yet to kind of offer that kind of reassurance. And that's perfectly fine if you're not happy to do that, or if you're not able to do that. Feel free to walk away, because you're not going to help anybody else if you don't feel comfortable in the situation. As here for the ZA, I almost feel like this is like literally like a name, like Zara or something else beginning with a Z, like Zoe or Zara or something else. I would say though, this is almost like something that is short, sharp, to the point as well. So be aware of that, because I don't feel like it's going to necessarily move you forward quickly, but it's going to give you a little bit of that temperance, a little bit of that, okay, this is where I'm going from here. For the stone, we've got a little piece of moldavite here. So this really shows that you're going through these major shifts and major changes, which is positive overall. It's giving you that positive outlook and positive way forward. As for pile 3 here, we have got number 13 for your number. With number 13, it does feel like you need to kind of understand that there is a lot of transformations and rebirths around this number. Sometimes people see it as unlucky. I never see it as unlucky, because to me 13 is a lucky number because of it being a traditional side of a coven. But just in general, I always see 13 as a very lucky number. So although this might seem, whatever you're doing is unlucky for somebody else, like somebody else says, oh, I tried that and it didn't work, it doesn't mean that it won't ever work. You just have to keep on kind of working through it and working on it to be able to get to a certain point where you can take a step back from it and go, you know what, I've done everything I can do. But with the moon card, your emotions are all over the place at the moment still. You're still feeling very emotional, vulnerable, and that is making it a little bit difficult to kind of go forward and just choose one choice or another to kind of help you to kind of disconnect from it all. And as for like the little pink boba tea, I do feel like this is you trying to bring more fun in life, or spirit trying to bring more fun in life to be able to move forward and carry on progressing. But with the FA, it's almost like a farce. Like, I'm going to pretend that I'm, friendly to you, I care about you, that kind of thing. But realistically, this person is kind of feeling a bit drained by the whole situation, but they don't have a way to express it. So I hope that's helped you out, but please make sure you do hit the like button and give me permission to read for you, and we're going to go into each of the readings now. Your reading is starting soon, but make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to never miss out on another reading. Hello there, pile 1. So we're going to go into your reading now. As we talked about before, like the number 19 kind of represents the idea of completion of phases and the new beginning, and it's important for you to understand like you are creating resilience and starting to move towards more of your life mission and just growing internally and growing towards more spiritual growth. So as for the key here, I do feel like in general that you have the key to kind of manifest this change and to have this new beginning, and you are protected at this time, as we have the little pentacle on there as well. So we are definitely getting some sort of a clean slate for you here. And I feel like for some of you, this is because you've had a little bit of a vendetta, a little bit of a disagreement with somebody that's caused you to need this protection at this time, especially coming back in the gemstone with that row of quartz running through it. That although you do have a lot of passion at the moment, there is this almost like need here of protection and to be taken care of in order to get the encouragement you need. We're going to get some resonation cards to begin with before we go into your question, just to start ourselves off with. So, just so that I can connect with you and you can connect with the reading. But if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button now to basically allow me to give me permission to connect with you and to give you this reading. So, how are you feeling right now? Just to help you resonate with the reading. So we have got Lost but Never Alone, the Oracle cards. So those two wanted to come out together. So your spiritual tribe is out there. Once you have found your tribe, members rejoice. Motivate each other, support each other and stick together. Share your accomplishments, hopes, heartbreaks and praise each other, offering kind love when needed. There is strength in numbers, you are never alone. And also, you are constantly giving others but rarely receiving what you need. Then, when it's time to ask for help, you're not Superwoman. There are so many things you could do for yourself. You have an army of you do for yourself. You have an army of angels on your speed dial. Give them a call. Communicate your needs and learn to receive. Dear one, when we open our lives to help around us, the universe provides assistance. Make sure you look for those signs and seek. Once you have help, they're starting to appear. And we've also got Odin here, which is psychic insight. And we've got the wolf spirit. So wolf spirit, family. So I feel like definitely family is heavily on your mind right now. How can I connect with my family? How can I take care of others, especially with the Superwoman coming out? You're not alone. You're never alone. I feel like though many of you at the moment that are going to resonate with this reading feel like you're alone, feel like there's nobody else who's going to help you with what you need to achieve, what you need to accomplish. Like, it's all up to you. Like, I've got to take on everyone's burdens. I've got to take on everything. But you're never alone. You always have other people around you who are wanting to help you, wanting to guide you and aid you. So don't ever feel like you are alone. But with the wolf spirit, you are a bit of a lone wolf. You do try and take on a lot. And we see that again, we're coming in with the You're Not a Superwoman card. You need that spiritual tribe to kind of help you out. But I don't feel like you actually have found that tribe yet. You need to start to kind of focus on your intuition to help you to find that tribe. But I feel like just in general, you have been overcoming a lot of adversities at the moment, particularly surrounding money and finances with the 7 of Cups here. You've been kind of getting over these struggles. You've been working through them. And it's really been you that's kind of been setting these goalposts for yourself and actually helping yourself to push forward. Nobody else has really been helping you with this, and you've kind of been left at the wayside a little bit of having to just deal with it yourself, having to work on it yourself. So it has been quite difficult for you, it feels like. And I feel like that, you know, you haven't really had help from either family or friends, but part of that is to do with the fact that you do have a tendency to kind of reject offers of help or reject offers of aid. So we're going to go in now into your actual question. What do you need to know about it? So what do you actually need to know about your question though? What do you need to actually know about your question though? This definitely represents new beginning for you, trying to get balance back in. But I feel like there is a lack of judgment here, like you're not trusting your own judgment. A lot of self-doubts, a lot of fears here. And with the reverse of the Four of Wands here, you don't really feel like you're on the right path. And there is this phobia of, am I in the right path? Am I going in the right direction? And I don't feel like you feel like you are at the moment. We have got the Unicorn Purity. This is very much a pure wish. Like, it's very much a pure wish. So it's very much something that, you know, you're not wanting for any bad reasons or any negative reasons. There's a lot of purity here. The first step is taken, you have asked for. The first step is taken, you have asked for. So the first step towards the goals and dreams that you're trying to manifest has been taken. So you're starting to get aid coming in. I definitely feel like whatever this question is about, you definitely need to start letting people in more, to letting them help you and help you to kind of progress things forward in the direction or in the way that you wish for them to go, because there is this almost this aura here of, I'm not accepting help, I'm not allowing other people to help me. Anything else? You've dealt with a lot of deception in the past, which is why you're rejecting people, why you're rejecting help from others. It's almost this mentality of like, I feel like if I get other people's help, I'm going to be stuck. I feel like other people can't help me, other people won't help me. Like, I've had so much experiences before of when I've asked for help, people have been deceptive and they just haven't really helped me progress forward in a positive direction. So there's all this negativity around it of feeling like, well, I shouldn't ask for help because every time I ask for help, I get negative feedback, I get negativity, things don't go forward in the direction I would aspire to or would hope for. So there is definitely this this element here of going, I can't. There's like this element here. Oh, I can't manifest my dreams, and I do feel like you can with the water spirit here. But there's almost like this element of, I feel like I can't manifest my dreams. I can't create my dreams. I can't create the dream life for myself. So there's like this, all this kind of doubt and fears surrounding it, almost like anxiety surrounding it. You do need to ask for help more though. You do need to ask for help and accept help more, because that really is limiting you more than anything, not just in this question but in the other aspects of your life. But what else do you need to know? Like, is this a yes or is this a no? Is this a yes or is this a no? We're just going to get a couple of these cards as well. So we got purification. And we've got ant spirit. So this is definitely a time to start collaborating with people. We got ant spirit, time to collaborate. Through this collaboration, you're really going to start to help to purify your life, to create a new beginning for yourself, to allow yourself to have more movement forward and have yourself kind of have some new progression. I definitely feel like though that there's a lot of people around you who could help you if you were to let them in. And although I do feel like this is a yes, like this is a yes for you, I do feel like there's an element here of you're kind of holding yourself back from having the momentum or the progression that you should be having by not actually accepting help from others. Like, you're not even asking for help from others. There is a little bit of element of direct, like saying, no, I'm okay, I don't need your help kind of thing. But more than that, it's more to do with, like, you are pushing people away in general. So you're pushing away connections and you're pushing away anybody's attempt for help. I do feel like just in general it is quite difficult for you to ask for that help directly, so it's a little bit element here of going, I just don't ask for it, I just don't want to say to somebody, yes I want it, or no I don't want it, that kind of thing. There is an element of that. But always remember that you are a master manifester, so if you are not happy with this, you can always reject it. If you want to take it in a different direction, you can always reject this. Or if you do want to accept this, just tell the universe that you want to accept this by commenting down below, I reject this or I accept this. And I will see you again soon. Your reading is starting soon, but make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to never miss out on another reading. Hello there, pile 2. So we're going to go through your charms quickly first before we get into your resonation cards and then get into your yes or no answer. So pile number 1, we have got, with the angel numbers, we've got number 10. So this really symbolises you stepping into your personal power and the energy of new beginnings and completion of old phases. So it shows as well you actually align yourself with divine forces to actually help you to trust your intuition and actually start to take action. One of the reasons why I say that as well is here we've got this little black obsidian angel. So obsidian is often used for clarification, so clearing out bad or negative energies. So do see it as like angels and guides are helping you at this time to remove out those negative energies, negative cycles, so that you can start to embrace your own personal power and your own personal ability. And again, we've got the wings here as well. That's just a double indicator about the angels or your guides are by your side, trying to help you move forward. One thing I would say about this little glass here, we've got this little drink here, and it's got these little slices of kiwi in. See it as a refreshing new way to start your life. Like, you're having this refresh, which isn't just clearing out bad energies, it's also giving you the vitamins that you need, that freshness that you need to be able to have the energy to move forward. And we've got here for the letters, we've got M and R. Some of you, I'm almost getting MRE, so some of you might have some sort of connection to the military or no other connections to the military, that kind of thing. If it's not that, I feel like the other thing I'm getting called to is the word Mr, so like MR, but do take the words if you can understand them, the letters individually if you can understand them. But with an MR, it feels like somebody trying to take control in the past, somebody trying to kind of push you into a box in the past, which I feel like has caused issues because you feel like, other people are kind of trying to say what you can and can't do, that kind of thing, which has caused issues for you. We're going to go into the actual reading now, but please make sure that you've hit that like button, as it gives me permission to read for you and allow me to kind of open up into the energies a little bit more. So how are you feeling at this time? To just give a bit of an overview. So we've got the 3 of Swords here. We have got the 9 of Pentacles. We have got the 10 of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. 10 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands. I'm just going to get a couple of the other cards, the Oracle cards as well. We have got Pegasus, Transcending. I actually feel like I want to get another one of these. Hummingbird, Spirit, Joy. This is definitely feeling very stuck as well. So we've got wolf spirit, and the one that was stuck behind it was the wombat spirit. So wolf spirit, truth, turn knowledge into wisdom, and wombat spirit, be at home. So I feel like for many of you, you are actually in this moment at the moment, transcending this pain. And I do feel like with the Three of Swords back here, that you've been dealing with a lot of pain, you've been dealing with a lot of heartbreak, a lot of people where you've been putting all this hard work in, and it just really hasn't paid off. And I don't really feel like it's anybody's fault, really. It's not like you can just blame one person for this. This is almost like this mentality of, I just feel like I'm so kind of drained by this, and I'm so can't move forward from this. Like, I'm just in this sort of path where everything is a bit too much, and everything is draining, and everything is making me feel drained. But you are in this path where you are transcending that pain, you're moving past that pain towards this joy with the hummingbird spirit. It's now time for you to make a place for yourself to feel at home, to make a place where you feel like you can relax and rest. Because I don't really feel like you've had that very recently, like you've had a lot of problems with that. And with the wolf spirit, understand that the reason why you've been going through this is because of the fact that you had to kind of understand this pain in order to move forward, in order to progress. And this is kind of really helping you to kind of get to the certain stage where you can kind of move forward from it and move past it. So don't see it as a negative, see it as a, you know, I'm transcending that, I'm moving past that. But I feel like more than anything, you've kind of been really strong in doing this. Like, other people would not be this strong to be able to move past this and actually progress past this. But you have this strength within you to actually transcend it and actually take all this pain into power, into a new beginning for you, into a new start for yourself, and really kind of push yourself to the next level. So see that in a great light, see that in a really passionate and great light, because I do feel like there's this like almost element here of you haven't been able to move forward exactly how you would want to. And it feels like more than anything, with the reverse of the Three of Pentacles, everything you've tried so far has just been like, almost like felt like a waste of time. Like time after time after time of you putting in that hard work to get joy and to get enjoyment has just drained you. It's really just drained you to the extent of you have found it difficult to move on and progress on. So take that. I mean, I feel like that you need to take it as a sign of hope more than anything, because I feel like you're doing everything you can do to transcend this, to move past this and push past this. Like, you know it's crap, you know it's not good, but you've worked hard to kind of push yourself on and get that progression and keep on carry on forward and keep on progressing forward. So you've worked really hard on that to try and allow yourself to move on from it. So we're going to go on now to, just in general, if there's anything you need to know about your question. Is there anything you need to know particularly about your question? With the reverse of the Three of Swords here, I do feel like there's an element of like the truth needing to come out. The truth will set you free. And I feel like it's because this has played on your emotions. You are a very loving person, a very emotionally connected person. I don't want to say emotional, because I do feel like you have a really good control of your emotions, but very much emotionally connected. And we've got the Six of Swords here. You're definitely coming out of that hard time, coming out of that painful situation with regards to this question. And I feel like with the Seven of Cups here, you're starting to kind of get some momentum forward for the future. But it's almost like there's lots of people around you for competition, lots of other people around you who want to get involved in this. And there's a lot of communication here to work through, as well as a lot of people trying to kind of get involved. We have got Foggy Bog, Patience, and we've got Forest Temple, Enlightenment. So I feel like that you are on the path here of enlightenment. Although things are a bit foggy right now, you need to be patient, because as this truth kind of comes out over the next few weeks, this is going to give a lot of clarity to you. So I do feel like it's quite foggy right now. Like, you don't have all the information right now about whatever this is, and you do need to like let it all come out in time. And I feel like it's going to take weeks, not months. It's not going to be like it'll take months and months for this to come out. It'll just take weeks instead. But we're going to have a look into now, like, is the answer to your question a yes or a no? So, is the answer to your question a yes or a no? I'm going to get a couple more of these as well. Change and trust. Crystal Cave, change and trust. And Dragonfly Spirit. I do feel like, though, there's a lot of, like, almost like that this wouldn't be the best thing for you. Like, there's a lot of, like, emotional upset involved in this. A lot of, like, somebody is just focused on the money side of things, not really focused on the enjoyment of life or enjoyment of things in general. I do feel like it is a no, though, unfortunately. And the reason why I say unfortunately, I feel like that for many of you, you were kind of hoping for a different outcome, or you were hoping to go in a specific direction. And I feel like whatever specific direction you were hoping it would go in, or hoping it would go towards, it doesn't feel like it's going to be that, but I feel like this is a case of a blessing in disguise. Because I feel like you need that change to really help you to progress towards something much better for you, much more optimal for you for long-term stability. And I don't feel like whatever this is really offering that. It's not really offering you that long-term stability. So I do feel like you're having to kind of change it up, chase towards a new start or a new beginning. I just don't feel like it's going to be like the best thing for you. And it feels like you're going to have to kind of choose, kind of just cut off from it and head towards something else instead. So I do feel like this is a no, but it's definitely going to kind of cause a catalyst of change for you, which is going to be quite positive in the long run. But as always, please remember that you are a master manifestor. So if you would like to reject or accept this reading, just comment down below to really give the universe that energy of you want to reject this if you don't want it to come true, or you want to accept this. And I will see you again soon. Your reading is starting soon, but make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to never miss out on another reading. Hello there! So welcome pile 3. So this is your reading. So we're going to go into your charms just quickly first, just go over them again, and then we're going to go into a resonation reading for you. So we have got here for the charms, we have got 11. So many people know 1111 is a very powerful master number, and 11 is a master number as well. So it definitely represents kind of getting in touch with your intuition, enlightenment, and spiritual awakening. So pay attention to any of your thoughts as you kind of align them to your higher self. So this is definitely manifestations and moving towards your dreams. And we've got here, we've got here the Moldavite. Funny story about the Moldavite. I did not buy this. I did not have any intentions to buy this. It just came. And it always pops up. It's one of the crystals that just disappears and then reappears at its own whim. So it'll be on my altar here, and it'll disappear and then it'll reappear. A mind of its own whenever it decides that there is winds of change is approaching. So do see this as a wind of change. Yes, they do get a bit of a bad rap because they are agents of change, and sometimes change can come with agents of chaos. But it's not bad intentions, it's just change, and change can be chaotic, change can be destructive, but it really allows you to kind of flip this into a new beginning, a new start for yourself. we've got the sweetie here, so there's definitely some sweetness coming in. Although it might be a little bit murky at first, there is some sweetness coming in at the moment for you. And with this cube as well, it kind of looks like it's sweet, but it always reminds me of a gelatinous cube from D&D, if anybody watches that or only played that. Gelatinous cubes, so things can sneak up on you, they can get you stuck, and I feel like that's what's kind of been happening before. We've got Z and A. I know I said before about this being a name, but I always want to say from A to Z with you at the moment. So it might actually be a name as well, Zara, but it might be more significant as from A to Z. So you're going about putting things in order, going through a checklist from A to Z, kind of checking through things as well. So we're going to go into your resonation reading first, and then we're going to go into your answer. But please make sure you've already clicked that like button if you haven't already, because it really helps to kind of give me recognition that you're enjoying these readings, but it also helps me to have permission from you that you are willing to accept this reading and you're willing me to connect with your energy. So to begin with, how are you feeling at this time? How are you feeling at this time? Almost like a slowdown. There's definitely a slowdown. We've got the Page of Cups. We've got this one that's hidden. I always see it as that which is hidden whenever I have it like that. We've got the Page of Cups here. We have got the 10 of Swords in reverse. The 4 of Cups. And we have got the 6 of Swords in reverse. We're going to get a couple of these cards as well. We have got the Bee Spirit Prosperity. And we've got the Aspen Spirit Courage. So you're definitely going to need some courage for this prosperity. You're going to definitely need some courage to gain this prosperity into your life. We have got the Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Now is a lucky time. So now is definitely a lucky time for you. Definitely luck coming in. Definitely a lucky time. And I want to get some of these Vision Quest Tarot. I want to get one of these for you as well, because I do feel like this is like more of a spiritual time than anything else for you. Yes, it is kind of a lot of this mundane energy is causing the change, but you know, it is you connected to your spirit self as well. So we've got this Daughter of Fire. So definitely there is this sudden change, and I feel like many of you are praying for that change. You're praying for a revolution. You've been praying for a change in your life. But as for what is hidden, which is the one deck here, we've got the Hangman. So you're kind of hiding away the fact that you're changing. You're trying to create changes for yourself. I feel like for many of you, you're kind of afraid a little bit to kind of admit that you want to change. You want to change your life. You want to change things, because you're surrounded by those who are not willing to accept you or accept who you are. And I just want to grab this out as well, the Odin Spirit, because it was at the top of the deck but it was calling to me. So you are feeling like, you know, I can't kind of manifest things, I can't really change things going forward. And I feel like that the biggest thing for you right now is to realize, you know, it's okay for you to change things, it's okay for you to manifest things going forward. It's okay to do that. Yes, you might want to kind of keep it hidden a little bit, because I feel like those around you right now are not the best intention. There is a lot of immature people with a Page of Cups around you, and unfortunately when we do have a lot of immature people, they can make us not want to change because they don't want to progress. It's like they are scared because they feel like they cannot create their dreams, they cannot achieve their dreams, so they don't want anybody else around them achieving their dreams. They don't want anybody else around them to getting their goals or getting their dreams come true. And I feel like that's the big issue here, is they're not really wanting anybody else to succeed because they feel like it's impossible for them to succeed. So why would I want anybody else to succeed if I feel like it's impossible for me to succeed? So they're definitely keeping themselves back from here. They're definitely keeping people away and kind of trying to keep away from everybody else because they feel like that they can't have the success, so they don't want anybody else to succeed. Like, it's mentality, if I can't succeed, you can't succeed. So definitely a lot of immaturity here you're dealing with, but you're trying to stay positive. Yes, it is hard, and luck is definitely on your side, and your psychic intuition is definitely on your side as well. Some of you might actually connect with Odin as a god as well, but you definitely have a spirit on your side trying to help you with this and trying to kind of manifest this change and manifest this progression going forward. So I would see it as very, 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 very positive, because it's really going to kind of give you that momentum that you need to kind of go forward. So I do feel like there's a lot of positive changes in your life coming in. Although it is a struggle, although it is difficult, it feels like it's actually bringing in much better momentum for you, much more better beginnings for you. So we're going to go in now into your main reading, into just generally anything you need to know about this question, followed by the answer. So is there anything you need to know about this question at this time? You're definitely not being offered the kind of emotional rewards that you deserve, and it's because the communications are blocked at the moment. You do need to pull back your energy a little bit, because I feel like that the direction you're going in right now isn't giving you the momentum that you would expect. But with time, once you kind of almost like reassess and go, okay, I need to kind of communicate with people, I need to talk to people to kind of get an idea of which direction I want to go in. Yes, still stay true to the beat of your own drum, but with the reverse of the Three of Swords, you're starting to overcome that pain. I almost want you to like flip it around and go, okay, so it's right now, it's like this, and then it's going to be like this. So you're removing this pain from your life, you're removing that kind of painful experience from your life at the moment. With the Wolf Spirit, I do feel like you're a bit of a lone wolf. Like with a family card though, you do have family out there, but you feel like you're a lone wolf at the moment. But you have the flexibility, so one of the reasons why you're having to be alone so much right now is so you have the flexibility to be able to focus and concentrate on what you need to get done, on what you need to get sorted. So see this as like I'm not really having the connections I would expect with people or I'd hope with people, but this is really kind of helping me to kind of head forward and head towards what I need to get done and how I need to kind of go forward with purpose. So do see that as positively, do see that as positive. Do see that as positive, because I feel like that's really going to help you and emphasize how you can move forward and how you can continue on. So we're going to go into your actual answer now. So this will be, is it a yes or is it a no? Is the answer to your question a yes? So I just want to get a couple of these cards as well. We've got growth here, toadstools, and we've got the reverse of purity. I want to come out with that one in reverse. I know I'm used to using these in the upright, but I want to put that one in reverse. I do feel like there is stagnation here, for sure. There is stagnation here, for sure. I do feel like it's a no. But I feel like it would lead to stagnation. it would lead to not really the kind of progression or direction you wanted it to. So it's almost like it's a blessing in disguise that this is no, if that makes sense. So although you're not having this movement forward, you are having some movement forward. So although it's not, it's almost like things are going to happen in a direction you weren't expecting or in the way you didn't expect. So although this is a no, you are going to have change. You're going to have this new growth here with the toadstools. But whatever you were asking for, it's a no, because there is a better direction for you. There's a better way forward for you. So things won't go forward in the direction you were expecting, but it will end up going in a positive direction for you in the end. So don't lose hope with this. It's just things will play out in a different way. Things will play out in a way that you didn't really expect, or you didn't really kind of think they were going to happen. So I do feel like this is almost like changing directions or changing the way it's being, but I would be aware of that and I would be cautious about that, because I feel like that you're kind of hoping it to go in one direction, it's going to pull away in another, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps you out, and please really know that you are a master manifester. You have the ability to change the outcome of this reading or any others. So please comment down below, either I accept or I reject this reading, whether or not you want to accept or reject this answer. Your reading is starting soon, but make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to never miss out on another reading. Hello there, pile 4. So this is your reading. So we have got today, we have got the number 13. So this is a number of rebirth, new beginnings, new starts. I see this as a lucky number myself personally. I mean, like traditional witches govern is 13. Some people see it as unlucky. I see it as lucky. It can be misunderstood though, and I feel like you can be misunderstood. And we've got here the Moon card, so you're very much in touch with your emotions and your psychic abilities. And I feel like for many of you, like there has been some emotional ups and downs, emotional growth you've been going through recently. And that's kind of left you feeling a little bit like life is half empty, you know, with this half filled one. You're trying to stay positive, you're trying to see it half full, but there is an element here of feeling like it's half empty. And we've got this little strawberry boba tea, so there is this need to kind of give yourself a little bit of luxury, a little bit of fun in life as you kind of deal and battles with these emotional ups and downs and emotional insecurities. And for your letters here, we've got FA. So some of you might actually be having to deal with somebody either called Fae, or literally it's more to do with like the idea that you're having to face things. You're having to face your destiny, you're having to face your new beginning, you're having to face where you're having to go from here. So that is causing some up and downs for you as you try and face reality, as you try and face things going forward. So we're going to go into your cards now, but if you haven't already, please make sure you click that like button to say that you're happy for me to do your reading, you're happy for me to read your energy. And it also lets me know you're enjoying these readings as well, so I can continue doing them for you. So I'm going to start out with how are you feeling, just to give you a resonation card to help you to connect with the reading and help me connect with your spirit, your energy. So we've got the reverse of the 6 of Pentacles here. We've got the reverse of the upright of the 4 of Wands. Reverse of the Wands again. Strength card. Ace of Swords. And the Hierophant card. So you're definitely very strong and resilient, although I do feel like there is a lot of losses you're dealing with right now. And you feel like everything is falling apart and it's making you feel insecure. And it's making you feel a little bit worried about yourself, about what you have to offer, how things are progressing forward for you. It's making you feel nervous more than anything. Spirit Guardian of Winter, Retreat. And we've got Rainbow Waterfall Miracles. And we've got Raven Spirit Truth. I want to get one of these cards as well. we got Flamingo Spirit, Embrace the In-Between, and we got Electric Eel Spirit, bringing your ideals to life. So you definitely are kind of focused on, how do I bring my ideals, how do I bring my choices to light? And I feel like you have been having to retreat away, particularly during the winter months. So if you've been watching this like near winter, the winter season is definitely when you're retreating away. You're kind of pushing yourself away from the world, trying to go, you know what, I'm going to try and take care of myself. I'm going to try and focus on progression and progressing myself forward, getting myself to a stage where I can progress forward and I can continue on. I feel like with the rainbow waterfall here, you are creating miracles for yourself and you are heading in the right direction. But I feel like these losses are having to come in to give you time and energy to have reflection, to reflect over your life and allow yourself to let go of what does not serve you and what does not kind of give you that help or give you that belief system anymore, that you're needing to let go of life and you're needing to like walk away from, because this is almost like life has got too cluttered. It's got too cluttered, it's got too messy, and now you're having to kind of relieve that kind of messiness and relieve that kind of stress and strains by allowing yourself to let go of that which doesn't serve you, and particularly people in your life that aren't necessarily the best for you, that are cluttering up your life a little bit because they create drama, but not just drama, they take up a lot of your time. So there's definitely here of like having to take yourself more seriously in order to be taken more seriously. But you are starting to get the truth coming out. You are starting to get the truth coming in for your life and allowing you to kind of move forward and progress. But I see it as a positive, like, yes, you may need to kind of regress away from the world, hide away from the world a little bit while this truth comes out, while this transformation comes out. But overall, it does feel like you're heading towards a good direction, a nice direction. But we're going to have a look into your question though first. Like, what do you need to know about your question? Is there any information you need to know about it, or anything important you need to know about it right now? You are pulling away your energy, especially with the Empress card here. And it's because you've been dealing with a lot of people who are deceptive. So whatever you're asking about, you're having to pull back your energy away from people so that you can succeed, so you can thrive. Because you've been dealing with so many people who are kind of very deceptive and don't really care about how their actions affect you. They will keep on trying to help, trying to give you offers and be like, oh, I'm trying to help you. But realistically speaking, you have the ability to improve your life on your own. With the Lover's card, in a lot more of a direction you're going to love and you're going to enjoy, with people that you're going to enjoy being around. It's almost like they're trying to guilt trip you into staying around them, or staying being their friends, going, you know, oh, stay around me, stay being my friends, you know, stay connected, I don't want to lose you, that kind of mentality, like, I don't want to lose you, I don't want to lose out on this, that kind of mentality of, I don't want to lose this. Yes, there isn't going to be the kind of movement forward that you would have hoped with this, as quickly as it, but I almost feel like you're having to shed people out of your life first in order to get the progression, in order to get the movement forward. So you're having to face this, but it's almost like you're having to face this on your own almost. But there is some people you're having to cut out and not face them anymore, and you're having to remove them from your life, which is causing a major burden, a major kind of push forward for change. So we're going to have a look now at your question. So what do you actually need to know today? What do you actually need to know right now? It's got the Queen of Cups. Is it a yes or is it a no? Got the Ace of Cups. Sorry, the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like more than anything, you're trying to rush this forward. Like, I need to get sorted now, I need to rush forward with this, I don't have to mess about. And it's more about you conserving your time and conserving your energy. Like, I don't want to mess around. I don't want to do this. I don't want to mess around. I just want to kind of go forward with how I feel like I need to go forward, and head forward how I feel like I need to head forward. So there's definitely this element here of feeling like I need to kind of break away from it. I do feel like there is going to be this need to kind of cut off from having an emotional connection to this, like leave the emotions at the door, leave the emotions at the side and go, you know what, I'm not going to get emotionally attached to this, I'm not going to get emotionally drawn in, I'm going to choose to kind of walk away from this. And that'll help you to kind of move forward on the right path. Although I do feel that this is, yes, it's almost like you're having to do this cutting off people at the same time, or cutting other people out of your life at the same time, in order to make space, in order to make room for it, in order to kind of make some progression forward because of it in that new direction. So there is some work to be done on your part to move this forward and manifest this forward. But it does feel like in general it's going to be a good progression for you, and it's going to be a good way forward for you. It's just there's going to be like this little bit of a pause there of going, okay, how do I continue on from here? How do I carry on from here? How do I move things forward to manifest a new beginning? So I hope that helps you out. And as always, please know that you are a master manifester, and you can manifest this in either direction you wish. Just comment down below, I claim this or I reject this, so you can put the energy out to the universe that you want to claim this, you want to head this forward, or that you reject this and you want a new beginning, or you want a different direction. Alright, please do take care.